I received a comment on YouTube asking me to make a video on today's topic, and I'm very responsive to feedback I receive from my viewers. So, today, let us dive into the fascinating world of Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theory. I have deliberately decided to recline myself comfortably while recording this video. Freud believed that our behavior is driven by unconscious desires and conflicts that we may not even be aware of. He introduced concepts like the id, ego, and superego to explain the different parts of our psyche. The id is our primal instincts. The ego is not all bad, it is our conscious self, and the superego is our moral compass. One key point of Freud's theory is the idea of defense mechanisms. These are strategies our mind uses to protect us from anxiety and discomfort. Examples include repression, denial, and projection. Another important aspect is Freud's stages of psychosexual development. He proposed that our personality is shaped by the way we navigate through stages like oral, anal, phallic, latency, and genital. We will discuss this in slightly greater detail towards the end of this video. Freud also popularized the use of dream analysis in therapy. He believed that dreams are a window into our unconscious mind and can reveal hidden desires and fears. Critics have pointed out flaws in Freud's theories, such as lack of empirical evidence and a focus on sexuality. However, his impact on psychology and therapy cannot be denied. Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theory offers a unique perspective on human behavior and continues to influence psychology to this day. It is a complex and controversial theory, but understanding it can provide valuable insights into our minds and behaviors. Now let's discuss Freud's stages of psychosexual development briefly before we conclude this video. While modern psychologists maintain a critical stance towards Freud's psychosexual theory of development, especially because these theories cannot be tested scientifically, it is still worth learning about. Freud in 1905 believed that life was built around tension and pleasure, and all tension was due to the buildup of libido, and that all pleasure came from its discharge. Now you can see immediately that this can be a theory that may well prove to be controversial, especially because you cannot test it scientifically. However, this is important, and we had to read it when we were reading psychiatry, so it's worth talking about. There are 5 stages. The oral stage, which is from birth to the first year of life, where, as the name suggests, libido is centered in a baby's mouth. So, baby gets much satisfaction from putting all sorts of things in its mouth, according to Freud, to satisfy its libido. Thus, its id demands such as sucking, biting, and breastfeeding. The anal stage is from 1 year age to 3 years. This is largely what we call potty training. And here the focus is on the anus. Child derives great pleasure from defecating. Now, some people have a tendency towards retention, and some have towards expulsion. This occurs as caregiver helps children to establish self-control through toilet training. They can be stubborn and tight-fisted with their cash and possession. So that's how it influences their personality in later years, depending upon how retentive or expulsive they are. It can influence whether they are generous or miserly. From age 3 to 6 years, we have the phallic stage. This is the most crucial. Sexual conflict occurs in this stage as children become more interested in genitals, where the libido is now centered. Now, Freud talks about the Oedipus complex in boys and Electra complex in girls. And this is again a topic of a different video. I can even talk about Oedipus and Electra here. From 6 years to puberty is the latency stage, where children are generally interested in playing with other children of the same gender. It's a stable stage, and here balance of morals can be addressed. Superego Sully develops. Much of the child's energy, as I said, is channeled into developing new skills and acquiring new knowledge, and play becomes largely confined to other children of the same gender. From puberty to adult stage, and some believe from puberty to death is the genital stage, where it is the time of adolescent sexual experimentation, the successful resolution of which, according to Freud, is settling down in a loving one to one relationship with another person. And for Freud, this another person had to be of a different gender, that is, heterosexual loving relationship. So, there you have it, the psychosexual theory showing the stages of development in a child according to Sigmund Freud. And as I said previously, this is quite controversial and has been criticized widely in the psychiatry community of the modern day and age. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Take care, bye bye, and please don't forget to be awesome.